All right, everybody. Happy Friday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, we got to finish this conversation, right? Now that we've muted the line. So I am known, if you ever get around me and we ever have some ice cream together, I can eat ice cream faster than anyone I've ever been around. Listen, I can take an ice cream cone and you're like, what happened? It was just this big.
I
And
can
now
vouch for
it's
this.
completely devoured. Okay.
It's
It's really,
impressive.
it is an impressive thing. Okay. The good Lord, well, he might not have gave me a lot of skills, but eating ice cream fast was definitely one of them. Okay. So I feel super blessed because I can polish one off and, go, what are you talking about? Ice cream? I didn't have ice cream. Okay. So happy Friday, everybody. We have got some amazing birthday people today. Napoleon Jones. Starlin, I hope you've already sang happy birthday to Napoleon Jones's birthday's today. Melanie Smith's birthday today. So hopefully they're on. If they are, we'll sing to them. And if not, reach out to them today. Let them know happy birthday if you got their number. So Fridays are our wacky Friday words, right? Well, this word I think most of you is going to be able to say you've heard before, but we're going to talk about it. And thank you, Joe Hartman, for the word. Preposterous. Preposterous. So something absurd, ridiculous, contrary to logic. It almost defies belief. Like, there's no way you're doing that, right? It's kind of like in the weight loss category. You know, it's really interesting on these hormone balancing drops. I'll see people and they're like, I've lost 50 pounds. And it'd be like 3 weeks or 3 months, excuse me, not 3 weeks, 3 months. I'm like, that is all. And then they show me their pictures. I'm like, no way. I mean, it's just almost, it's hard to believe. It's preposterous. Like, it's a little bit of disbelief. It describes really preposterous, describes an idea, an action, a situation that sometimes seems backwards or a little upside down, right? And it's the kind of word that most times people go, are you kidding me? Are you punking me? Did this really happen? So, but often it kind of depends on the perspective, right? So I want to share this and I want to read you something and I'm going to turn it to Andrea. But what's labeled preposterous often depends on the perspective. I'm going to give you a great example. My son, who I don't know if he's on this morning, he had early morning practice getting ready for the game tonight. But he has grown up in a network marketing home, right? He's seen dad travel the world like he was little. He knows no other way. It's preposterous to him to think that this can't be done. And then he goes out in the real world and he starts talking to people and he's like, Dad, like they make fun. He was telling me yesterday that there was a group of people, coaching friends around him, that was making fun because he self develops. And I'm like, that's preposterous. And then they're probably thinking that's preposterous, that someone is self-developing. So it's perspective, right? That can't be done. That's not how it happens. Your dad's made all that money because he's on top of this pyramid, right? Where I kind of laugh and go, that's preposterous. They don't even understand what they're talking about. But it's all perspective. So I want to read to you a little bit of preposterous in our life that we all know. So that if you're sitting here today going, there's the world around me that don't believe me. They don't believe what I'm doing. And this is the conversation I had with Peyton. Go down the road less traveled, son. Swim against the current. Go against the grain. When the when the world's screaming go right, check yourself. Because a lot of times, like, if you want to limit your goals and your dreams in life, it's preposterous to listen to people tell you what they think, that you shouldn't self-develop, that you shouldn't do network, that you shouldn't do this. I'm like, network marketing? Son, I paid less than the price of a kid's Xbox to get what I've got today. That's preposterous. Did I work? Did I put some sweat equity? Yes, but this broke high school football coach could have never paid $2 million for a business to be an entrepreneur. But guess what I could do? Join network marketing and go grow an empire for the cost of a kid's Xbox. Go find that in the world. That's preposterous. So anyway, I can get on a rant. I got to turn it to Andrea, but I want to tell you this as I end. When the Wright brothers said humans couldn't fly, that was preposterous. People thought it was preposterous. They were crazy. When someone said you could carry a supercomputer in your pocket, that sounded preposterous to them. The word reminds us that innovation, faith, courage, often it starts where logic ends and the possibilities begin. So whatever it is you're trying to do, if it's lose 50 pounds, go lose it. If it's grow your business, don't worry about what the people say, go grow it. If it's to go on a trip that you've been planning on going on, go on it, because we only live one life, and dang it, we should live it to the fullest. All right, Andrea Ross, I'm going to turn it to you.
Well, great lesson, coach. I love it. And the quote that I found was all great ideas were once considered preposterous. And I think sometimes in life we have to do the things that seem preposterous. This is a hard word to say to everyone else because the ordinary rarely leads to something extraordinary. Have you ever thought about that? Like I think Chris put it in the chat, when we go with the flow, we don't change ourselves. We don't change the world around us. We don't change anyone and we don't improve. But if we can keep moving and we do something a little bit crazy, a little bit out of the ordinary, a little bit preposterous, we can absolutely create something that we never thought possible. So, the idea of chasing a dream bigger than your current reality, doesn't that look preposterous? Right? I think about, gosh, well, 15 years ago, a little bit longer now, when I moved into this industry, I thought it was a little bit preposterous, right? I just wanted a traditional job. I just wanted the security of a regular paycheck. I just wanted somebody to hire me, right? And pay me what I wanted to make. And I thought, okay, I'll just do this thing for just a little bit to make a little bit of grocery money. And man, if I thought, like, if I had known then what it could create now, I think I would have jumped in a lot more enthusiastically. But I thought the idea, the big dream that people were selling me was a little bit preposterous. And dang, when I look at my life, I think, huh, well, I think it worked out fairly well. And I think about, back in the job day. So I worked in title. So think about the most exciting career you can ever imagine and then maybe imagine the opposite. And that's what I did. Okay. I moved paper from one side of my desk to the other. And when I first started, we had couriers. And so I would fill out the little paperwork and the documents. And then, like twice a day, somebody would come and they would pick up all of our packages and they would take it to somebody else's office. And then something crazy happened. we got a fax machine, and we would all stand around it. Like I'm dating myself, but whatever. We would stand around this fax machine, and I don't know if you guys can remember the little holes, like the paper that went along the side of the fax machine with the little holes in it, and it was kind of fun to like tear them off. But anyway, we would do this fax machine, and we thought, is this going to work? Like, this is the most preposterous thing. Like, how is the first American across town or the courthouse going to get our documents with this crazy machine? And then think about it, then email, right? We could actually scan things, remember the scanners, and put it into our computer and get it out to people. And all of these things were so preposterous. And we thought, oh, what about these couriers? Like, we need the couriers. And all of these little ideas changed all of these things, but at the time they were absolutely nuts. Like, I just still can remember standing around this fax machine, and it was absolutely crazy. But didn't it change our world? And now, how old fashioned, you can't even find a fax machine, I don't think, anymore. Next is, we don't want to let the fear of looking foolish stop us from walking in faith. Like, how many times do we think, oh, I really wish I could, but that would be silly. Other people would laugh at me. They would think that was nuts. But if we release that fear, we could go do something pretty extraordinary. And growth often starts with that crazy idea that we back up with this relentless belief and bold action. When we go do something a little bit preposterous, I'm going to say it 6 times. I'm going to say it differently each time. But if we back that, go do that thing with something preposterous, and we back it with this belief that I know this crazy, wild, whatever thing will absolutely work for me, and I go take bold action, imagine what we could create. And I think what we'll find out, right? Good one, Hill, Noah and the ark. What we'll find out is what seems preposterous today will absolutely be proof of our vision tomorrow. So go do that crazy thing. Go do that preposterous thing. Go do that big idea, and then go see what you create tomorrow.
Great lesson this morning. All right. To finish out the week, and we've got Napoleon on. Napoleon Jones, it is your birthday. We hope you have the most amazing birthday ever. So, everybody, here we go. Let's unmute. Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you. Happy
you.
Happy
birthday
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 to
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 you.
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 Happy
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 birthday,
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 dear
dear
Napoleon.
Napoleon.
Napoleon. Happy
Happy
birthday
Happy
to
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Many
And
more.
many
Happy birthday,
more.
Happy Friday,
Napoleon.
everybody.
Happy
Happy
Birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Have a
Happy
Napoleon. Love you,
blessed
birthday,
buddy.
everyone.
day.
Happy
Bye.
birthday.
Safe
Thank
weekend,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Y'all
Have a
too.
great
Love ya.
weekend. Love all you
Nice
guys.
Love you
Love
guys.
ya.